Hi there. So we want to introduce this idea of function composition, and this is a pretty useful way to approach functions. I kind of think of it like Russian nesting dolls, you know, the ones that like stack into each other. I'll add a picture or something to our page so you know what I'm talking about. But the order that we see this in makes a really big difference. So this is given to us as finding f of g. So this is given as, or we're asked to find f of g of x, which means that f is the outer function and we're plugging g of x into it. And you know what, I'm going to use another color for g of x. Let's use blue. Okay, so that means that this function right here is going to get plugged into this as kind of a structure. Okay, so one way you can think of this is if I use f structure, right? So that's 2 times, but instead of x, it's going to be 2 times g of x, put parentheses around it, minus 1. So I'm going to replace that g of x with 4 over x minus 1. So we've got 2, and that's going to be times 4 over x minus 1 minus 1. And from here, once you've got that plugged in, it is 100% just clean up. You want to be careful. You want to be pay attention to detail so that you're really careful with what you write down. So if we multiply, this is the same as 2 over 1, right? So you've got 8 over x minus 1, and it's minus 1. You could leave it like that. I might make this a fraction and multiply by a common denominator, like this, which would give us 8 minus x minus 1 all over that x minus 1 denominator, which would give us 8 minus x plus 1, which I'll write down here so it's kind of together. F of g would be not 8, but 9 minus x over x minus 1. And do you see how much cleaner and nicer that is than this version of it? So I would recommend cleaning it up whenever you can. It makes the function a lot easier to work with. Now, this is a function. It has a domain, which we'll talk about in just a moment. You can plug values into this. So you could find f of g of 2, for example, right? We could say find f of g of 2. I really just want to emphasize that this piece right here, this is just its name. The same way when we were doing the addition and the subtraction and multiplication and division, all of these are just names of our functions. They're descriptive names because they tell us how we got those functions, but this is still just a name of a function. So we could plug this 2 into our function the same way we've been doing in this whole unit, right? So this is 9 minus 2 over 2 minus 1, which gives us 7 over 1, or just 7. So f of g of 2 is equal to 7. And you could graph this if you wanted to. We don't usually ask that question, but you could. And you could, this would be the ordered pair 2, 7, right? We've been seeing that quite a bit in this unit. Okay,